drags Diddy, Oprah, and Tyler Perry for trying to cancel his show. 2024, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate all the love and support with you guys coming over.
This is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment.
Instagram this me showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, when you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution. Now could pass attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher be potentially questioned by federal investigators.
Were that there are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on.
As Shannon Sharpe takes the stand in Diddy's ongoing trial, the entertainment world is heating up and the situation is growing intense. I can guarantee Oprah isn't happy about it either. We're about to dive into all the dramatic updates you definitely won't want to miss. So keep watching closely.
Podcast just like loose off. And he be having everybody and their mom on there. So we're gonna check this video out. I'll leave the link to the channel on Miss D channel in the description. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Is that for some reason people come to me and I don't look at them with judgy eyes. I have no predetermined notion, preconceived notion, and they open up to me. That's what they're upset about.
Immediately rejected a defense request for a mistrial in the picking trial of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Don't rely on social media. Put it down, turn it off, shut up, be quiet, learn, read.
Like Oprah Winfrey, what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Totally humiliated for 25 years, every week, exploited by the tabloids. Every time any comedian wanted to make fun or make a joke about it, they could make a joke about it. And I accepted it because I thought I deserved it.
Hollywood has been rocked by yet another shocker. And this time, Shannon Sharpe is right in the spotlight. Reports from insiders reveal that Shannon made a statement powerful enough to send shockwaves across the industry. What should have remained a secret behind closed doors has now burst into the open, sparking a ripple effect no one expected. Sources suggest Shannon had been part of quiet, back-channel conversations, unspoken deals, and hushed talks meant to stay buried. But when the moment to testify arrived, a bold choice was made, whether it was driven by outside pressure or personal conviction. Her words flipped the entire narrative, and Oprah, according to insiders, is furious. Those close to her are scrambling in damage control mode, frustrated that everything is unraveling. At such speed, Shannon's testimony didn't just peel back layers. It may have torn apart a hidden web of secrets some of Hollywood's biggest power players counted on staying buried. This is no ordinary drama, it's a full-scale collapse. And if the cracks are already showing, the flood of truth is only beginning.
You look at a lot of these people that's been on other podcasts.
So Shannon Sharpe's podcast club, Shay Shay, has been blowing up ever since Cat Williams' interview. And he has had many explosive interviews this year alone. And let's just say that some folks in the industry are not loving this one bit. This is because the interviews have exposed many secrets about some of the industry's most popular and powerful people, including Diddy, Oprah, and Tyler Perry. It looks like Shannon is now dragging them for filth, exposing them for not only trying to cancel the show, but also trying to ruin his life for not taking down interviews after they asked him to.
To let Oprah Winfrey know how I really felt. Now I want you to understand something too. This is why me and Oprah Winfrey got a problem.
It's still there.
Until that woman says, let me apologize to you publicly, it'll be to the day I leave this earth. Because what you did was malicious. And it was intentional. And it was ugly.
If Oprah was watching this, what would you tell her?
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do. And stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments. What you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that. Because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Let them know what you see.
Okay. And she said, if you think I did something wrong, I want to apologize. And what my husband taught me a long time ago, an apology is not something that you think you think you need to give. If somebody else thinks you need to give, it's what you feel. So she came off like Mother Earth that she is. If you think I did something wrong, no, Oprah, it ain't what I think. You did do something wrong. You maliciously, and you had full intention of having my parents on your show and not saying anything to me. Was that for ratings?
It seemed like she exploited the situation.
Were you just exploiting me? There are some sisters in this business that are about it. Regina King was there that night. Angela Bassett was there that night.
Shannon Sharpe has been unstoppable since his podcast blew up earlier this year, delivering raw truths and exposing Hollywood's most tightly kept secrets. No sugarcoating, no censorship, just direct talk that's leaving powerful figures uneasy. Now, once again, the spotlight has turned toward Oprah, still shadowed by the lingering fallout with Monique. She's facing a fresh surge of criticism, at the worst possible time, as Shannon keeps speaking out and pulling back the curtain on what's really happening behind closed doors. Old controversies are being dragged back into the public eye. This has grown beyond a single feud or interview. Shannon's words are reigniting conversations many believed were long dead. For Oprah, it marks yet another storm in a year where her image has already taken multiple hits. The real question is, how long can the silence last before everything comes crashing down?
These videos of Diddy with Justin Bieber when he was only 15 years old are resurfacing, and the one thing that I want to ask is, why was a 40-year-old hanging around with a 15-year-old? Why did no one think that was an issue or a red flag? And also, listen to what he says in this clip.
You know, these times here now is like, you know, here we going, here we going. We can't really close, but definitely 15-year-old screams, and you know, I'm giving custody of, and you know, she's not to usher. She's not to usher.
What I do know for sure, when something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment. And what I do believe is actually happening is that, first of all, it's triggering a lot of unreleased pain, repressed anger, guilt, and suffering that a lot of women have had. I happened to be on set with several actresses the other day, and we were filming some things, and they hadn't slept over a period of 2 or 3 days, and I was like, what is that? And I said, oh, you guys are suffering from PTSD.
And when you start talking about it out loud, too.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that, I got to pretend he didn't touch me. I think those days are about to be over.
Diddy is with a 15-year-old. What is a 40-year-old doing with a 15-year-old? Asks Justin Bieber. It raises serious concerns for viewers.
Like Shannon is now claiming that he also has more dirt on these people, and he's going to leak it if they don't back down. Y'all better get in the room, because Shannon is not here to play. Shannon Sharpe has had the world in a chokehold ever since he dropped his interview with Cat Williams at the start of the year. It was pure chaos, and that chaos has remained since that interview. And we have seen the dark side of the industry that we rarely get to see. With all the juicy secrets that he spilled, it's no surprise that some powerful people want the podcast shut down.
Me too. 3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme. Showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul, it reads, when you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution.
Please welcome.
The 54-year-old who's appeared on Oprah's show captioned his post, "Oh, I forgot, that's right, you'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses, my bad." While Weinstein maintains his innocence, Seal hasn't commented further, and Oprah has not responded.
This moment is a really powerful time for everybody to get...
A 17-year-old is being asked by Diddy why he no longer wants to hang around.
Different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
My number.
McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come." And just to refresh your memory, music producer Russell Simmons has been accused of rape by at least 15 women. Last year, Oprah pulled out of a documentary that's highlighting their stories because she and the filmmakers apparently did not see eye to eye on that project. And as for her former friendship with Harvey Weinstein, Oprah had said that she did not know about the sexual assault accusations from women, including Rose, only that she had heard he was a
Sharpe didn't just stir things up, he turned the entire table upside down. In his alleged testimony, he exposed the inner machinery of the industry, dropping bold hints about secrets many believe Diddy and Oprah have fought to keep buried. These aren't minor slip-ups, they're the kind of hidden dealings that never reach the headlines. The kind powerful figures spend fortunes trying to erase, but what's fueling the fire even more is Oprah's reaction. Insiders say she's anything but calm behind the scenes, far from the composed mogul the public sees. Instead, she's reportedly scrambling, making urgent calls, rallying her inner circle, and fighting to regain control of a narrative slipping from her hands. Because Shannon didn't just nudge open a few doors, he may have blasted open an entire vault of secrets. And with the spotlight now glaring, the stakes are sky high. If even a portion of what he suggested proves true, this could mark the start of a massive reckoning, not just for Diddy, not just for Oprah, but for an entire system built on secrecy, influence, and untouchable power.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
My number.
Ripple. I didn't think it was gonna move me in the direction. I'm glad it did. I understand what comes along with that lie. But if you remember,
in this same interview, Shannon talks about all the crazy stuff he's been dealing with since Cat Williams' interview went viral earlier this year. He had a conversation with Cam Newton and shared why celebrities are comfortable enough to spill all their secrets on his podcast.
1. Monique publicly called out Oprah. It marked a pivotal shift. For the first time, the flawless image Oprah had built began to show cracks, revealing how uneasy she becomes when the spotlight moves from praise to accountability. Now, with Shannon Sharpe stepping forward and allegedly testifying about secrets she'd rather keep hidden, that pressure has escalated to a new peak. Insiders claim Oprah isn't just reacting, she's overcompensating. Behind closed doors, her moves look less like careful damage control and more like sheer desperation. From urgent back-channel calls to calculated silence in the media, it's evident she's working overtime to keep the story from spinning out of control. But the harder she tries to manage the narrative, the more people are watching closely, asking, what exactly is she trying to hide? This goes far beyond a single feud or rumor, it's about a legacy being tested in real time. And right now, Oprah's once untouchable image is facing some of its toughest fire yet.
They want to know how we're going to do it. How the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced who?
Our hero. You work a lot. You have to. You have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up is a whole entire team behind us.
Yes.
They have to get paid. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you gross, not after what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm tired.
A recent interview, Shannon admitted, I knew speaking the truth would have consequences, but I never expected the ripple effect to be this intense. His words have only fueled speculation. with many now wondering just how far Diddy and Oprah might go in their efforts to protect the secrets they're desperate to keep.
That before every interview, he makes it clear to his celebrity guests that they don't have to talk about certain topics if they don't want to, which makes them comfortable enough to tell their own story.
I ask, is there anything that you don't want to talk about? I always ask the guests that. Sometimes they say, well, I would appreciate if we not talk about this. Right. Whew, no problem. Because I believe you can tell your story without saying something negative. But yeah, I believe a person that's been in a business, that's been doing something 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
KCF, you wrote in your book about how Gayle once confronted you about a feud with Oprah. Where do you currently stand with the two of them now?
I like both of them. I just said something. I made a comment about not understanding why they were choosing specific people for the Me Too stuff, the documentaries, because we got the president has those accusations. No one has a documentary on the president.
Right.
And then as far as entertainment is concerned, I thought Weinstein was bigger than the other guys in entertainment that we see there. Those other guys are just easy victims.
His own thing is clear Shannon Sharpe has no intention of backing down. In fact, his popularity has only surged thanks to his relentless commitment to speaking the truth. Even as powerful figures like Diddy and Oprah are rumored to be working behind the scenes to silence him.
Eat the cats, eat the dogs, eat the cat. And did Shannon Sharpe eat the cat on Instagram Live? Plus, we've got a VMAs recap for you. Welcome to Side Dish.
So, no, I was not black. I was white. By some black bitch who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was fucked up by some niggas who had no balls. And see, I know what I could say. When you talk too motherfucking much, it would kill me not to say the real shit. It would kill me not to say the real shit. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fair.
Just took a wildly confusing turn in Shannon Sharpe's world. Rumors are swirling that he went live on Instagram to harm a Kata claim that's left the internet doing a double take. The details are hazy, the source questionable, and it's unclear whether this is true or just a bizarre attempt at character assassination. One thing is certain, it's strange enough to go viral. Amid the frenzy, Shannon and his team remained unfazed. Rather than addressing the odd rumor, they dropped a teaser for his new show, Side Dish, promising a VMAs recap and some juicy behind-the-scenes content. No panic, just business as usual. Whether this is a distraction or just the internet running wild, one thing is clear, Shannon Sharpe isn't backing down. And Side Dish looks ready to serve up far more than just pop culture commentary.
Yeah, even like the starter pistols that the marathon people took off with. Yeah, just those. I think they would appreciate it. We got the ham horn.
Host joked about wanting starter pistols like the ones used in marathons, assuming the audience would get a laugh. But for the moment, they had to make do with the air horn.
No, they don't even know about our whole upstairs fiasco. We dropped little like subliminals, and people have been watching since episode maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? You might be up on it. Yeah. But other than that, it's just an inside joke for us. Just sales. What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the what is today? The Thursday episode of Side Dish. It's 48 Hour Friday. There's that. There's that indeed, man. How's your day going so far? My day's going good, dude. I'm back in the gym. I'm training again. Ankle's feeling pretty good, so I was able to get both hours in because I'm a nerd and I have nothing else to do. I did a little writing session with my writing partner. It's been a great day. I'm proud of you, man. I dressed up for
both reflected on how the joke had appeared in earlier episodes, noting that longtime fans of the show would likely recognize it. Still, the co-host added that it's really more of an inside joke shared among their corporate team.
I had to drive to one of those rapid ones because I charge it at home, but I have it set to where it doesn't charge during the daytime. So I had to drive to a place. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff done. And then I had like a really long, 1 hour long conversation with somebody who was charging their car next to my car. And that was the duration of the time in which I would have been able to get all my little clerical work I needed to get done. And then when I got home, I sat there nicely in my gym clothing doing that work.
They thanked everyone for tuning in, noting that it was Thursday, what they referred to on the show as 48 Hour Friday. Then they turned to their colleagues and asked how their day was going.